Hi guys, just got to move my microphone, hope that doesn't make a horrendous noise. There we go. So this game is Netherlands versus Sweden C, and I am DDK as usual. This match is a match I've watched a few times in the past. It's I'm just gonna fly around the map here. It means this is dm2, and the lineup for Netherlands is Dragon, Murdoch, Purity, and Reppy. And for Sweden C, we have Crab, Mille, I think it's is it Akevada? I'm not sure. I just call him Ake. And we've got Loktar as the fourth. Not not known for his 4-4, but a good player nonetheless. And we've got, I guess, the star player of this game has to be Reppy, because Reppy is a legendary QuakeWorld player. But this game is special, and you'll see why. And I'll try not to ruin it with my knowledge of what happens. Right, so let's do some auto track. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Crab getting the low RL, and Loktar getting the quad. And will he get the high? He does indeed get the high, but we'd love some armor to go with that, and he's going to be looking for one of those yellows below. One up, and he will get the mega, but he's getting a lot of attention here from the enemy team. They really want him dead, and he doesn't escape with any armor at all. In fact, he does drop his rocket launcher as he gets taken up by the enemy boomstickers, flooding him down. And Crab just working the telly here and going to pick up some spawn frags. Does let an enemy slip through the telly, which is a bit weird, but what else, man? He's just going to guard this telly, get some frags. This is telly for you, just 2 spawns right in front of him there. And he just has to sit here until the next quad, really. I mean, depending on the level of control his team has, he could even stay here during the quad as well. But he's going to go for the quad. Looks like he wants to be the guy that takes it, and you can't argue with that. He will kill the guy on the high RL and re-secure that for his team. His team really need to establish someone on telly to stop people slipping through, so that they really have control of that high area. But looks like they'll get that done as Crab is going to make his way into low, get some frags here and there. He really needs this rocket launcher time on the low, so he can better control this. Oh, unlucky rocket there. Aimed reasonably well at Murdoch, but just a little bit too far down, and it connected with the lip of the stair, and it didn't do any damage to Murdoch because of it, which is quite unfortunate. So he does get taken out, and Miller is there to pick up the pieces, and he's going to maintain the pressure on low as best he can, but he's running out of rockets, and he needs some armor as well. Arcade there is guarding telly for Miller and his team, and Miller will indeed get this red secret after all, and he's going to position himself to take the quad. Hopefully he can do what Crab cannot, which is a nice quad run followed by survival afterwards, which is what we like to see on dm2. Surviving at the end of the quad run is always a bonus. It's an important distinction. And he's going to run through path here, kills a enemy rocket launcher, and he's got one more to deal with. He's in his face, he makes it happen with the boomstick. Nice weapon choice. Dragon picks up his pack, manages to nearly kill Miller, and Miller's nearly denied the low there, but ends up, instead of denying the low, dropping a rocket launcher, and the enemy team keeping the low. So they actually got 2 rocket launchers out of that, which is really nice for them. And Ake is just going to be on this yellow, this telly area, and just going to guard it. Make sure that no one gets to slip without him and his say-so. Okay, just watching his position, sees the enemy team getting onto that quad, and he's going to just keep spamming rockets back there, which is fine. And they do indeed actually kill the quad, and Loktar's there, pretty weak, requires some armor. But he's going to wait for this mega, it seems. I don't know if he has a time on it. It's completely possible that he just wants to risk it, not risk it, but just wait there without a time. And he is going to be back in this water area, just going to be controlling this. And he hears someone take the secret, and he knows it's an enemy, so he's just going to wait there with bated breath. So, 40 frags the difference now, and Sweden C looking in dominant form. Doesn't look like anything is going to slow down anytime soon. But 4 minutes in, and Netherlands have the best chance now that they've had so far with 3 rocket launchers to work with. Reppy though can't get into the red mega, so he's going to be oh, Miller with the bore, and he drops the pack. Not sure who's going to get that pack, but looks like Sweden C got the pack, as 4 of them have rocket launchers now to the single rocket launcher of the Netherlands, which is Murdoch, and he's at low. I don't know if he's able to get into the red mega. It looks like by checking out the team overlay that he's still on low and not at RE mega yet, so he may be having problems. Although there is no player at RE mega to stop him, so. But Murdoch actually moving in onto the secret, into the water now. Loktar should find him soon. Oh, but it seems like someone took out. Oh, where's my song go? There it is. Looks like someone took Murdoch out. So it's pretty funny to try and do the commentary over via the team overlay at the top right there, because Loktar, nothing going on much at Loktar's vision. We can see that Loktar is just going to make sure that this high area is safe and that no one gets on the quad. And he's in a great position, and 4 rocket launchers to none. 60 frag lead now. In a couple minutes they've extended it by another 20 frags from 40 to 60. And it's going pretty well for them, no doubt about that. Loktar on this low now is going to get a huge amount of frags. Hopefully get that rocket launcher and keep denying that from them. That is exactly what he needs to do. He even has a teammate on that red mega, making sure that, I mean, that teammate is probably timing it and running the 2. Manages to team kill a fresh spawner there. And Sweden down to 2 rocket launchers from 4. And the Netherlands with a single rocket launcher. It will be, who is it? It is Murdoch. Murdoch though is pretty weak, and he's waiting for an RA at the RA mega once again. And I'd imagine he's going to be grabbing that and looking to attack from big. Although maybe he won't, because it's just 1 rocket launcher. Usually on dm2 it's not really wise to attack alone with 1 rocket launcher. There are some maps where that's okay, like E1M2, and in some situations on dm3 as well. But on this map it's too difficult really, often enough that you don't really want to risk it unless the situation is really desperate. Or you manage to get a really good position when you rocket jump off the big stairs up to the tele exit. Sometimes you can make stuff happen, but that is not the case. And we can see Netherlands, because they had the rocket launchers and they didn't send them off to their death, they actually made a good defense on this low area, and now they've built on their rocket count and they're getting some stack going, and they're going to challenge this path area now, and purely taking a lot of damage. RK as well. RK does go down to Murdoch, and so good result. Netherlands are making something happen here. 2 rockets of Sweden C to the 1 of Netherlands. 4 now for Sweden C. So it seems like they just couldn't press their advantage, and Sweden C recovering wonderfully. Purity just waiting for this red. I wonder what he'll decide to do on the red pickup. I suppose he needs to make a defensive play on the low area. Netherlands with not much to work with. We're almost at 100 frag difference now. And Sweden C going to be running this quad in with Loktar on the low area, pressuring that, keeping up, trying to maintain their control as best as possible. And Loktar is going to grab that mega up for him. Lovely. I think he should want to pressure low again actually after this. I don't think, do they have anyone there? Let's have a look. No, they don't have anyone at low, so that is something that Loktar could actually do. He could try and start running the low in the RE mega. That is definitely a decision he could make. But he decides to go with the safer play for his team, and he's going to sit on this quad. One of the upshots, even though there's some risk at him trying to run the RA mega and the low rocket launcher there is the potential that they can get a 4-man, full rocket launcher lock on the entire map in that way. Because when you get that lock, you only need 1 guy to be on low running it. And great quad run here from Loktar, just giving everyone. He needs to be careful now, he's getting pretty low. His way is being barred by Murdoch, and he's going to force his way past Murdoch with that quad SSG. And Loktar does actually escape, but not before being team killed by his Miller. So it seems like the quad carriers are doomed to die, even to their own team. Because I was just thinking how awesome that was from Locktar, that he actually managed to get out of that situation alive and keep his rocket launcher. But no, Miller says, "I hate you, Locktar. You are the bane of my existence. Have a rocket to the face." And Locktar accepted it graciously. And Locktar, though managing to stack back up on a rocket launcher and Mega and Yellow, looking in good shape for this quad, and it's going to be great to see him do another quad run to the quality of the previous one on the low area, and that's where he's going to go, big to low. Here we go. In he goes, takes our Reppy, may even have been a pack drop there. No pack drop. Oh, quad bore, takes a lot of damage, and I think if I take auto track off, I seem to remember Reppy being awesome in this game, so I'm going to be on Reppy, and seems like Reppy's awesomeness is so awesome that he has to kill himself because the awesome cannot be contained. And he will grab this RA Mega. No RA? RA? Come on, RA spawn. There we go. Reppy goes to big. It's going to make something happen at this quad. Maybe? No. Decides to go the path route. No. Going back to RA Mega. So they decided that they didn't want to challenge for quad. Instead they wanted to defend and keep their rocket launchers alive. And I love that decision. The decision between, like, because you can always have like you can always kind of go three ways with it. You can go commit to a defensive play, commit to an aggressive play, or be kind of in the middle, which is never usually makes sense, because you can never really do. It's really difficult to ever try and meet that, the aggressive and defensive play like halfway. You just got to make a convicted decision and be like, go for the defense or go for the offense, and he went for the defense there. The quad didn't find their way to him. Reppy, though, going insane, killing these guys at path, and Red going to cut his way through to high, takes down another rocket launcher. No RL going to be coming to attack the Netherlands from the high now. He's going to take control of this telly area, and players are going to be trying to flood him down, it seems. And Miller, with the yellow, is going to take a few more rockets to kill, but excellent play from Reppy here. He's getting under extreme pressure, the flooding players of Sweden C, want him dead. He's got 34 health, he's really low, he gets the yellow, and he's going to continue his tele defense, looking for that health, manages to take it. Luckily it was up for him. Arkivada with the red moving into that area, and it looks like they're flooding it again. Are they flooding it? No players yet. Reppy going to go for that secret. He knew that RK had it, but it's a bit too early, unfortunately, for that. And Reppy killing these spawners. Look at the frag difference now. From over 100 frags, we're back at, what is it, 50s, 80 frags now, 20 frags that they've made up in a very short time. And Reppy, the telly is the place to kill spawners. If you like killing spawners, wow. So in a combination of them flooding it and also spawning there repeatedly, Reppy is just going to land the best rockets of all time and just kill these guys spawning in front of his face at telly. Excellent work, keeping himself alive. And it's a huge skill. It doesn't look nearly as difficult as it actually is to minimize the damage you take from shooting rockets at players who are that close to you. Like you can see him switching to this SSG repeatedly. He has to do that so that he takes minimal damage, because the splash on the rocket launcher is huge, don't forget. No one's getting through the telly, Reppy says, no one but me and my teammates, killing those spawners relentlessly. They're relentless spawning in on his face, and we're up to a 30 frag game now. What is that, like 2 minutes and like 80 frags or something? Ridiculous. The Netherlands taking this game back by storm. Reppy going to pressure this low now and find the player in the secret. And yep, it definitely was a good decision to go to Reppy's POV. Reppy finally getting taken out. Let's go back to the auto track here, and we can see Murdoch, the other powerhouse in the Netherlands team, a star player for Slackers in recent years, is working the low now. For the first time, the Netherlands able to show their stuff. They managed to get such a beautiful look, and really to make that amount of frags. From Reppy's perspective, it looked like it was just players constantly spawning in front of him, but we have to remember that we can't really get the whole picture just checking out Reppy's POV, and he had teammates on the other side of the map doing a great job running control and making that happen as a team. So if you really want to find out what happened on that that like whole comeback spree of 80 frags in like 2 minutes, then we've really got to check out the demo and pause it and see what's going on everywhere. But Murdoch now is on this quad. He doesn't want it to be the comeback that wasn't. He wants it to be the comeback that could. That was. Words are difficult for me right now, apparently, as Murdoch with this quad is going to go for the secret. As he sees low is kind of clear, and instead he decides to just spam it with some pines, try and flush out anyone that could be there. And now he's going to try and go for it. He uses the splash of the rocket to annihilate the enemy player trying to steal away that red. Back into the low now, but Reppy, why did it switch to Reppy? That's quite strange. Did the quad just run out? I have no idea. Apparently Reppy gets more priority than the quad carrier according to AutoTrack, which I can happily agree with. Reppy is great to watch. So Reppy going through this telly. Looks like the Netherlands have secured this area now, once again, and 2 frags away from a tied game. 2 rocket launches of Sweden C to the 3 rocket launches of the Netherlands. 5 minutes left. They're not out of this yet, for sure, Sweden C. They just need to make something happen. They need to make a defensive play here, but Dragon is pretty weak, so this is really a good opportunity for Sweden C to build up on some rocket launches and generally build their control. And looks like they want to make an attack through path, pressuring it. They see the quad, they're going to back off now, call his position, spam this defensive rockets. Good play from Ake there, really brilliant play. He baited him in, used the defensive rockets and good positioning to finish off the quad carrier, and AutoTrack gives us Reppy once again. Reppy with a yellow and rocket and grenades, plenty of rockets for his spamming purposes, and he's going to find a player here in the water. He's just taking the red, and Ake getting killed by Reppy there. Fantastic rocket play from Reppy. Reppy had only a yellow against Ake's red. Reppy making it happen though, and showing that he's on form in this particular series. Purity with the quad pickup from the Netherlands. Now the Netherlands are actually in the lead, actually, like a solid lead of like 12 frags, 13 frags. Purity cleaning house here, cleaning that red out, pushing the enemy players away, all the way back to RA Mega. Purity not going to go for the greedy play, going to back off, done his job, made his work count, he's going to back off, find himself in big, he's going to help his teammate, and great position for the Netherlands now, as they're coming up to 20 frags in the lead, or rather they've just passed that, nearly 30 frags in the lead. Looking dominant, but we've seen one massive swing. Can Sweden swing it back? Can they do what the Netherlands did? The problem is that they don't have a Reppy. That's their problem. A Reppy standing at telly. That's their problem. So Murdoch with the quad. Loktar, you've got to make something happen, but no. Murdoch going to hit the one sweet rocket into Murdoch's Loktar's feet, taking him down, and again they're going to establish themselves on this low. They don't want to let Sweden C build up any kind of control. They don't want them to have anything, and they're making sure that they achieve that. Well, secret up for Murdoch. So look, here are the spawners, a familiar scene for the Netherlands players. Again, just playing this low. Murdoch getting quite low now, he's got to be careful. I love the rocket jump. I love the rocket jump. Getting himself back to safe territory, held by his team. I'm going to safely pick up this mega now. So, great rocket jump, I really like that. Getting himself out of trouble. Misses the jump, but no worries. The Netherlands have denied everything from Sweden C, and they could not contest that quad in any way. Murdoch going to take himself through to low if he gets the chance, but it doesn't seem like he needs to go anywhere. It seems like the players want to spawn in front of him, and try to attack him. Murdoch happy with that. Gonna eventually make his way onto low though, through the path, and really needs this red, and he's just gonna get that red as. And now, I mean, there's not much he needs to do anymore. I mean, they've done the job that they set out to do. They achieved a miraculous comeback, and with a minute left to play, there's nothing Sweden C can do. That was cool. That was pretty cool. You don't see that very often, but it can happen. And I love that it can happen. If you get like a rocket launcher on telly, and you get a rocket launcher on path, and you get a rocket launcher around the high big area, and you get a rocket launcher running low, you can do that shit. You have everything, and if you do it properly, you can make amazing frag leads appear from absolutely nowhere. The full map block, the 4 rockets, that's what it's all about. And if you ever achieve, this is one of the beautiful things about this map. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of this map, but I do appreciate it, definitely. And one of the most beautiful things about it is that there is never, I mean, it's hard to really count a team out, because in QuakeWorld crazy stuff can happen, and if a team manages to swing has a series of amazing plays over 30 seconds and manages to like solidify that like 4 rocket to none scenario, and manages to like manages to position themselves properly and get on the jobs that they need to be doing, and coordinate themselves really well, then bam, they can be back in a game that was lost. And I really like that about this map. I also love how many rocket fights there are and how packs drop like nobody's business. So yeah, that was Netherlands against Sweden C in some Nations Cup from some cup at some point. I have no idea when, but yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and good games. See you later.